Today, we're talking about the backrooms. I've actually been looking at the backrooms for a while now, and I've wanted to talk about it on my channel, but it doesn't feel right for me to talk about it without laying like a foundation of what the backrooms is first. So let's go through it. The Backrooms is a creepypasta that originated on 4chan around 2018, and this image right here is the image that started it all off. On a little side note, this image looks AI generated, but that's just my opinion. It could be real. I have no fucking clue. If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the backrooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old, moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum humbuzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell has heard you. That is the basis of the lore. That is ground zero. The first thing to explain is no clipping. No clipping is a term used in gaming to describe a glitch where your character does not detect any collision, so they're able to move through solid objects like they're not even there. Right now, I am no clipped into this desk. Here, I am no clipped into this wall. In real life, what would happen is there would be a part of the floor that is glitched, and if you step on that part of the floor, you'll fall through, and then you'll be in the backrooms. That's how that works. No clipping in a game is usually due to poor level design on the developer's part, but here I'm just using cheats.
Backrooms via no clipping out of reality, which usually occurs via tripping, accidental collisions, and other occurrences of this nature.
Yeah, so that's how they explain it. No clipping into the backrooms is just extremely unlucky. Like, there's a 1 in a million chance of you doing that. You'd just be going about your day, walking down the street, and you just so happen to step on the wrong freaking crack in the ground. And when you fall in, you're pretty much trapped forever. To wander a world of endless repeating rooms until you go insane from the monotony, the isolation, or the fear of the unknown. There are theories on how to escape. The first theory is that you just can't, like it's just impossible, which in that case, you're just kind of fucked. There's another method where you can just no clip out if you're just so lucky to find an area that no clips you back to reality, but that also doesn't guarantee that you don't like no clip into the sky and fall to your death. There's also a very psychological theory on how you escape the backrooms, but I'm not going to get into that right now. We're going to move on. The earliest image of the backrooms was posted as a comment on April 22nd, 2018, as a comment way underneath this original post, which is just people sharing cursed images. It's literally just people just sharing weird images. That's it. So at this point, it's not the backrooms. It's just a strange image. Nothing has been created around it yet. It's funny that this image, out of all these images, spawned such a massive world. The second sighting of the backrooms image was at the top of one of these posts, posted on Sunday, May 12th, 2019. Again, it's just people sharing strange images.
Post disquieting images that just feel off.
And underneath it, it's just that. It's just people posting images that just feel kind of weird.
Fucking memories, dude.
And not 2 days later, another post showed up on 4chan with the backrooms image and the full lore attached to it.
Can anybody red pill me on the backrooms? Saw this on a previous thread and it's got me intrigued.
As far as I know, this is the earliest discussion of the actual backrooms lore, but people share their thoughts and their interpretations just based on this little paragraph here. This paragraph and this image. That's it. Approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. Now, that's probably just referring to this level right here, which is level 0, but there are a lot more levels than just level 0 now, as you can see. Although a lot of them just show no data, which makes no fucking sense as to why we're skipping numbers to just have empty spaces. I don't know why we're doing that, but we have the normal levels, which are made up of what we're used to seeing from the backrooms, like level 0, my personal favorite level, which is the pool rooms, or sublimity, whatever the hell they want to call it. I just call it the pool rooms because that's what it is. The normal levels are just infinite liminal spaces, and they're just go on forever, and they're just there to either drive you completely insane like level 0, or in my opinion, if you're referring to the pool rooms over here, the most calming thing on planet Earth. Like, when I look at this, I'm not that terrified to just walk down this hallway. This looks like a place that you just go to relax and just wander. There's also sub-levels, which are like alternate versions of the normal levels, like this one right here, which is clearly just like a better looking version of level 0. And there's also this one right here, level 0.7, which is like a very dark version of level 0. Sub-levels or sub-layers, they're smaller than the normal levels, and they have some elements like I said right here. This one has the fluorescent lights, but it doesn't look like light travels very far. And this one looks like the original backrooms got a renovation. There's also these things called enigmatic levels, which are like very mysterious levels that have pretty much no explanation. A lot of them come up with this like really decorative web page.
Barnaby Bun's Fun Emporium.
Yeah. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell has heard you. Now, this alludes to the inclusion of entities in the backrooms. Entities are kind of like the wildlife of the backrooms, and there's a lot of them, like too many. Also, again, there's a lot of spots with no data, which again doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Someone tell me what's going on there. They have various danger levels. There's entities like this one that wander around solo, and then there's entities like the party goers that wander around in packs, despite this image of this one solo. Another decorative page, there's also enigmatic entities, which are very rare. They're extremely powerful. They can cause mass destruction, and we don't understand much about them. Like this one right here, Entity Wicked, the Conductor, and apparently it looks like this. This is an official render. There's a whole decorative page about him. Everything's going to be in the description for you to read. There's also this enigmatic entity, which is just a black hole. Entities can either be like very like animal-like creatures, or they could literally just be objects. Like I'm pretty sure that I saw that there is an entity that is a washing machine. We're going to talk about that later. Not in this video though. Some entities can only be found on specific levels. Some can be found on multiple levels. I have a love-hate relationship with entities. We'll have to discuss that in the future. Now, with the backrooms becoming more and more popular, there has been more and more games coming out for the backrooms. Like if you load up Steam and search backrooms, you'll see that there's just a bunch. There's a lot of games that have been released. There's a lot of games that are still in development. There's a lot of games that are free to play, so you could literally just try it out if you want. Like this game right here, Escape from the Backrooms, multiplayer, exploration. It has entities, 1 to 4 player co-op. But right now, games about the backrooms are coming out more and more often. Some are good, some are bad, some are not even out yet, but there's a demo, so you can literally still try it. And I think this one's going to be free to play when it comes out. Now, it's hard to talk about the backrooms and not talk about the SCP lore, because it just feels like a second coming of the SCP lore from way back. This is the entity list for the backrooms, and this is the list of SCPs. You can't deny the similarities, not only in the structure of the website, but the actual just lore with the unknown and the monsters and the blah, blah, blah. It feels like we're at the start of a new SCP wave. Like, I don't think the backrooms has exploded yet, even though it's been around for a while. I feel like the backrooms has more room for creativity than the SCP lore, because the SCP lore is kind of grounded in reality. It's supposed to be like real aliens that are threatening Earth and they have to be contained. But the backrooms is an alternate reality that nobody fucking understands, even though there's government agencies that are going in and fucking conducting science experiments and shit that I hate. But that's for another video. There's a lot of video content coming out about the backrooms, most notably from Kane Pixels, who is a 17-year-old director and VFX artist. He makes these short films that depict what it's like for a normal person to fall into the backrooms and be stuck in there. All the backrooms footage that you're seeing is CGI. I believe the VHS effects are genuine, as in he put it in an actual VHS to get the actual real effect on the video. The camera movement is incredibly realistic. The sound design is fantastic. Just go watch. There's nothing else to say.
Alright, I'm gonna do a couple tests now. I've got this tape measure here, and I'm just gonna let that down and see how far it goes. It's like vibrating.
There's also community-made literature. You can go through, find, and read stories that people have written about the backrooms. There's also Discord servers that you can join. There's even Discord servers for the games that are coming out. There's a lot to explore. So if you're trying to get really nitty-gritty about the backrooms and learn everything you can, check out all the links in the description. I'm done.